Hi guys, so yes, a video about possible design ideas. So I'm looking at how we're going to start thinking about a final piece, a final outcome, drawing ideas together. So I'll be picking up from where I left off last time I was sharing the work with you that I was doing. So I'm going to start by looking at some examples and then I'll show you me working on my work as well. So let's say possible design ideas. So this is all GCSE work. So it's where people get to the point where they've got a clear sense of what they're going to do, but then how are they going to achieve that kind of final painting or final artwork. So you can see these examples. Got the one on the right for the ice cream. They're working out kind of colour schemes, practicing their materials, they're taking some new photographs. They've got like a testing colours here and then talking through. So it says, my final idea are doing a painting of an ice cream sundae. So yeah, they're kind of working towards, I don't know what they did before this, but this is them planning out their final piece. And again, over here you can see somebody's doing portraiture. Lots of kind of fluid styles, mixed media, drawing. You can see there's lots of kind of studies working towards maybe what that final piece looked like. They incorporated their artists, they're experimenting. There's lots kind of going on. Again, here on the left, see working from photographs. They've been working out their kind of art style. Again, it says here ideas for my final piece. They're kind of working out compositions, how they're going to paint it, how they're going to draw it. They're annotating it, talking through the decisions that they're making. And again, here on the right, kind of experimenting. So they're experimenting with media, so colour pencils, paints, printing, trying ideas out. So this is still a phase where you're still experimenting and still getting a sense of what it is you want to do. Somebody here doing a final piece on people playing musical instruments. So again, you've got the overall drawing, talking about abstract colours on the body, annotating, labelling their drawings, showing the artist they're influenced by, working out compositions close up, far away. So again, you can see their thought process as they're kind of designing, bringing together, composing, drawing all the elements they've learnt from their research into a final kind of image. Again, slightly different style, but somebody again drawing out their composition, annotating what they do, the kind of colours, how they're going to apply the paint. If I just move myself, you can see over here they're looking at Picasso, and the idea uses kind of flat colours against each other. So again, it's a bigger drawing here, planning out how they're going to apply the paint. A little bit painted by numbers, but that's sometimes what planning takes, is that sort of step by step how you're going to kind of create that final outcome. Okay, so kind of examples we're looking for. So I'm just going to hopefully share my camera with you, and I'm going to show you and talk you through what I'm up to. So make this bigger. Make it bigger. Go full screen. Nice focus. There we go. So I've taken some photographs of myself, and this was my original drawings as well. So this was kind of working for my final design. So I was looking at kind of English folk art, looking at nature. I looked at artists like Bastique. So idea of combining styles in as well. And I was looking at Grayson Perry, the idea of narrating, adding in extra images to kind of tell the story. I was looking at the Green Man. So they're all my different influences. So as well as working from my imagination, I want to kind of working from life as well. So I'm kind of composed my head in the same way as the drawing is. As I do new drawings, I can get kind of more details into it. So something I might do, you can get kind of cheap tracing paper from places like The Range. I might start by just quickly sketching out the composition I've already come up with, so I can just plan out where things are roughly. So tracing paper is a really good way to copy parts of a design so you can repeat it very quickly. So very kind of rough drawing. I've missed out a couple of things there. Where have I gone? I missed out the nose. There we go, and the eyes. So just a quick drawing like that. I could then, these are my thumbnails from previous. I could then take my drawing of myself, so I'm starting to apply that. Camera picking up? Yeah. Applying some more of these information onto this drawing, so I'm working from life as well, so I can really start to work in some more details of what the nose might look like. Let me just move that a little bit, move that over. So yeah, I've got my tracing and my photograph, so I can kind of, I'm working from life as well, so it doesn't have to be me, it can be anybody really, anybody in your household you could photograph, but I can start to put a little bit more detail. I want the eye to be looking forward this time, so I can compose it and add in information. So again, I'm designing, I'm working out how my final piece will look like in terms of more details that was in that original drawing I did. Maybe it's lacking, and I wasn't quite so happy with this face, so I'm working from my own face to get a little bit more detail in there. Eyebrows, the hair, and again my hair kind of lends itself quite nicely, it's kind of sticking up, so I can get a little bit more information on that hairs and look how it's kind of grown in different directions. Maybe make my hair a little bit bigger. So yeah, I can really work. So even just in these few, work on the mouth here a little bit. There we go, bottom lip. And again, like the original thing, I give myself a beard. Obviously I've got a bit of hair on my face anyway, so I can just increase that. So I've got a little bit more detail into how that's going to look. So if I compare that to the original design, you can see I'm getting more detail into the face that was on my original drawing. So I'm adding to the detail, getting a little bit more information in there. So that I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 design ideas already. I can even flip over and actually change the whole composition. Actually, maybe I want my design looking this way. So when I was doing my original thumbnails, I was working out combinations, maybe even start to mirror. So I could have that there, and maybe I'll make it a little bit more modern looking. So I'm sort of mixing the old and the new, traditional with modern. I did have another bit of tracing paper somewhere. Where's that gone? Just bear with me. So again, new bit of tracing paper. I could put that there. In fact, I could even trace that onto there. So again, tracing, it's not cheating, it's just a very quick way to repeat and copy information. So I can quickly go over my lines. Redraw. Beard. See that okay? I'll move that up. Camera. So I'm just repeating that again. Whoops. Mouth, bottom lip, beard going down, got the shoulders curving in, the hands coming in here. So I repeated it. I can now flip that over and I've got a mirror image. So I'm making a slightly more modern design. So I've got 2 heads rather than 1. So I'm going for that kind of idea that Gallagher used, with maybe repeating and collaging. So I've now got 2 drawings, so I've now got a new design. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, now to my 5th design. So now I have a possibility. I quite like this mirroring effect. It's a little bit more modern. The 2 hands, I can then maybe go back to that idea of having him holding something. So I can go on top of there. A little bit more complicated, but I know my design, so I could then include that kind of apple, maybe what that represents, into the hand there. Maybe bring these flowers in. I can draw that in there, the flower representing nature. So I can very quickly pick that up again, move that over to there. You know, tracing paper is just great to just quickly combine ideas together. So there we go. Just draw that flower in there again. Okay, I'm just drawing really fast, just because I want to kind of hold your attention. So again, just drawing that flower, and that's to be part of it. Move that to the side so you can see. I've got a whole new design traced out here. It's getting a bit, I quite like it in terms of there's more going on. I've got a bigger kind of scale. It's looking more like maybe a finished artwork. And then next I can maybe start painting into that, and maybe we'll look at that next week. But today's really about trying to just encourage you to draw quickly, come up with some ideas. You maybe use tracing paper to combine things together. Work from photographs if you can, depending on what work's about. But yeah, just possible ideas. I hope that is helpful to see the kind of process I would go through. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that as a kind of composition. 2 heads back to back, including other things that I've looked at as well. Okay, I hope that's helpful.